Whoiskingshawn.
YouTube, what's up? It's Whoiskingshawn, and we're back again with another banger. I have to say, Navy Federal is back at it again, people. If you've been following my channel for the past year and a half, it's been nightmare after nightmare when it comes to Navy Federal. Again, Navy Federal is in the news. For what, people? Stealing customers' money. As you see here, CFPB ordered Navy Federal Credit Union to pay more than $95 million for illegal surpass overdraft fees. We know about the OOPS program that Navy Federal got. We're not going to get into that. We'll be here all day. We're going to get into the video. I want you to actually see the video, the news speaking about it. I want to show you something real quick before we go into that, right? I want to read this for you right here. Charging overdraft fees caused by delayed peer-to-peer payments with undisclosed processing time. The credit union shown incoming payments from the service like Zelle, PayPal, Cash App as available spend, but failed to disclose that payments received after specific cutoff time will not post until the next business day, while these charges overdraft fees to some consumers who attempted to use the apparently available funds. They were still charging those overdraft fees, right? So I could go on and on about this, but we're gonna go to the video. But for all the victims that got money taken from them, you could go right here. I'll leave in a link below. Victim Relief Fund. You might have some money on your way. Navy Federal took it from you. You got the rights to get your money back, man, for your pain and suffering, right? So we're gonna go into the video. Enough talking here.
Right now at 5:30, $95 million in penalties. That is how much Navy Federal Credit Union has been slapped with for charging illegal overdraft fees. Now, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau says this is the largest amount ever imposed on a credit union for illegal activity.
As News4Jax reporter Ann Maxwell explains, Navy Federal says it doesn't believe it did anything wrong. The good news for Navy Federal members is that more than $80 million of that money will be refunded to them. The rest of it will go into a victims relief fund. The credit union has also been ordered to stop charging those illegal overdraft fees. It's the nation's largest credit union, serving more than 14 million service members, veterans, civilian military employees, and their families. But the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau says Navy Federal Credit Union deceived its members with surprise overdraft fees on ATM withdrawals and debit card purchases.
So just imagine people all over the United States that banks with Navy Federal was being charged for these fees. You know, everybody used Zelle, everybody used Cash App, everybody used PayPal. And again, if you made that deposit, you did that transaction, and it was after that time and still said available on your account, because you could have opened your account. You might have had $10 in that account, right? Somebody Zelled you some money, $100, right? So now you got 110, the variables there. But again, it was a cutoff time that they didn't disclose to all members, so they was charging y'all.
Purchases from 2017 to 2021. The CFPB said this happened in two ways, charging $20 on purchases made with sufficient funds, only to later charge what the CFPB calls illegal fees when the transactions were later processed. The CFPB says the credit union also showed incoming payments from services like Zelle and Cash App as available to spend without disclosing that payments received after specific hours wouldn't actually post until the next business day. Public relations consultant Jason Mudd, who works with financial institutions, says this is a blow to Navy Federal's image.
The optics of this are not good because, you know, their job is to provide trusted financials.
And I will have to say, after this happened, you know, I've been doing a lot of videos for the past year and a half about a lot of credit card fraud, a lot of things going on with Navy Federal back to back. They're getting a bad rap. And what's going to happen is going to be a decline in people joining Navy Federal, man. This is a big loss for Navy Federal.
Services for servicemen and women and their families, and this includes veterans, of course. And so Navy Federal's had a great reputation for many years, and now they've got to rebuild that reputation and rebuild trust.
CFPB Director Rohit Chopra said in a statement, quote, Navy Federal illegally harvested tens of millions of dollars in junk fees, including from active duty service members and veterans. The CFPB's work to rid the market of illegal junk fees has saved American families billions of dollars. Now, Navy Federal must refund improperly charged overdraft fees to customers that were affected.
So right here to CFPB, again, our link will be in it, and it's the victim relief plan. Go ahead and get that money.
The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau says this is the largest penalty in their history. What kind of message do you think that sends?
You absolutely don't want to be the first one to have the largest penalty ever applied to your organization in history. That's not a good look. That's not what they were going for here. So it should send a message to the marketplace that this is a big deal.
Navy Federal released a statement saying in part, quote, Navy Federal fully cooperated with the CFPB's investigation, and we will continue to comply with all applicable laws and regulations, just as we always have and as we believe we did here. Nevertheless, the settlement enables us to focus on serving our members and their families. As a member-owned, not-for-profit credit union, we are focused on putting our members first. Ann Maxwell, Channel 4, the...
Now, I did a video a while ago on Navy Federal. I get a lot of messages. People ask me why I'm not doing any more videos on Navy Federal. Again, because I've been doing these videos for the past year and a half, and time after time, it's something going on with Navy Federal. I'm no longer personally banking with Navy Federal. You know, Navy Federal was my #1 bank of when it comes to personal credit. I loved it. I got 3 of their credit cards. I have their business credit cards, but I'm actually just not banking with them. I do have their cards, but I'm not doing any more videos with Navy Federal because they got a lot going on. They need to really come in and start tightening up everything that's going on. Get in the comments, tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. But for now, I'm up out of here. Peace.